Hello, everyone in YouTube land, Nintendo fanboy. Also back here as always. Alright, something really surprising got announced. We already knew it was coming to the Switch for a while. It was rumored, and it was finally shown off during Nintendo's E3 Direct. But we finally it was finally confirmed that the entire game of The Witcher, including even the DLC, is coming to Switch, all on the cartridge, all in the game card. That is absolutely mind blowing, guys. Like that is, I don't remember the exact details of all the DLC because I don't keep up on The Witcher and whatever. It's not something I care about. I've seen gameplay of it. I've seen tons of gameplay of it. Whatever. I just don't care for that type of game because I just um it's an open world game. It's fantasy, I guess. I love fantasy, but I just don't care for that type of fantasy or adult fantasy or whatever. Because there's some adult stuff in that game. I just don't. That doesn't do anything for me at all. I can see why people like the game. Whatever. My opinions are. This video's not about my opinions on the game. Okay. But I just had to upload this video because I thought it was very interesting that the entire game, even including the DLC, is coming out on a game card. That is fucking nuts. Like, for all this time that I've been making videos about download codes and half-ass collections on the Switch, like the Mega Man stuff and the Resident Evil, like Capcom charging $60 for their Origins collection, which that collection has been out since 2014 or 2015. Plus, those games are like almost 20 years old, or 18 or 19 years old. But you're charging $60 for it, even though one of them was on a game card and you have a download code for the other one. Resident Evil Zero has a game card and Remake doesn't. It's just ridiculous. But you get my point, though. Like, other third-party games don't do that. Other third-parties companies don't do that on the Switch. Some you see, like Capcom did come out with a physical copy for Mega Man 11, and Sega did come out with a Sonic Mania. Those are obviously smaller games, and they charge good for them. But majority of all these games, I mean, you're coming out with, hell, even Nintendo with Bayonetta 1 and 2 collection has a download code, but Witcher doesn't, and it's all on the card. I don't know how they did it. They obviously charged more for the bigger version of the game card. Is it 64 gigs? I don't know what's the biggest version out there, if they are out there. Obviously, it's a very quiet release with these bigger Switch game cards. I thought maybe they would announce them. Oh, wow, here we go. Here's the bigger Switch game cards. No, the third parties don't want to pay for them. And Capcom's a bigger company than CD Projekt Red. I mean, what is CD Projekt Red has? What have they made? The Witcher and something else? What have they made? I remember. Obviously doing it in Cyberpunk, but dude, we're talking about Capcom here. One of the biggest video game companies out there next to Sega, Nintendo, and Konami. And I mean, these big, massive game companies, man. And they are they're being cheap, and they don't want to put out one game on a game card and another one on another game card. Same with the Mega Man collections. You don't want to come out with, okay, these Mega Man games will be on this fucking game card, and these other Mega Man games will be on this. They don't want to do that. But CD Projekt Red is like, nope, it's all on the game card. Here you go. Here's all. I gotta give credit. Like I said, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Even if you don't care about it, you still have to give credit where credit is due, because that's only right, and that's amazing. That's crazy. The whole entire game, even including the DLC. I don't know how many DLC parts or whatever there were. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't look too much. I looked at it, but I totally forgot. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that's really cool. That's insane. I wonder, what other third-party companies are thinking about it, if they're paying attention to that. I don't know if they're not, but I don't care. They should be, though, actually. I just don't get it. I wish the third parties would be buying those bigger game cards. Obviously, The Witcher 3 on the Switch will probably be $60 because it's using the bigger version of the game card. I didn't check the price on any sites, on GameStops or Target or whatever, how much it'll be. I'm sure it's going to be priced dropped down on Amazon because they're always doing deals on Amazon, but this is probably going to be a full price game, in retail and stores. So, because it's using the bigger game card and it's a bigger game. So there you go. I don't think you have. Maybe there'll be. Oh man, I just thought of that right now. Maybe there will be a day one update for this game, like there was with Mortal Kombat 11. Obviously, there's day one updates for every single game out there. That annoys me the hell out of me, man. It just really turns me off from a lot of things. But I still got to give credit where credit is due. With this, I have to. That is really impressive that they're putting everything on the game card. It's like back in the day when they put Resident Evil 2 on the 64 cartridge. The whole Resident Evil 2 full 2-disc game was on the 64 cartridge. That is insane. That's what this is pretty much like nowadays. When you look at those little Switch game cards, you know what I mean? Like putting a full big game like that, because The Witcher 3 is a massive fucking game. And it's on the Switch game card. Even the DLC, that whole thing. Doom, they can't even do that with Doom. They don't want to bother with that with Doom. It's like, okay. But here we go. Like I said, give credit where credit is due. And that is truly incredible. But you can't fit a fucking Mega Man collection on a full game card? That whole collection, the first one, Legacy Collection, and the X Legacy Collection, could have been both on one game card, but you didn't want to do it. Hell, you don't even have to have 2 game cards with that. They're fucking NES and Super and some are with the X Legacy Collection. Some are Super Nintendo games. There's 16-bit games or 8-bit games, 16-bit. Some of them are on PS1, I think, but they're small games. You fucking get it, right? I think some of the Mega Man games, Mega Man X games, were on the Sega and Saturn, but you get my point. They're fucking small games. You can fit all those games on a Switch game card. Even the cheaper one, the 32 gig one, I think. So yeah. Or you could just charge more and put them on a 64. Like, you didn't have to do a download code. It's just stupid. But like I said, I know I'm throwing some shade at Capcom and other developers that are half-assing it. Mainly it's Capcom. The only decent release they put on the Switch was Mega Man 11. You know, good game, and decent price. And there you go. It's a smaller game. Obviously, they had no choice to put on a game card. You know, of course. But for some reason, Mega Man X and the Resident Evil stuff, it's like, what the fuck? We have CD Projekt Red, kind of a big game developer, not as big as Capcom, not as known as Capcom and other big stuff out there. You know what I mean? Obviously, CD Projekt Red has put out some big stuff, but they're not known like Capcom is. Capcom is one of the biggest game developers of all time, and they have a lot of money, I think, right? I don't think they're struggling or whatever, but yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to put this video out there. I don't want to make this video too long. It's just really interesting to see The Witcher 3 on a full game card. I know other people are going to upload videos about this and talk about it and, you know, freak out about it like that. It is pretty mind-blowing that it's all on there. No download code, no additional download, maybe. I don't know. It's all on the game card. It's all there. So, anyways, peace out. Comment down below what you think about this. Are you getting The Witcher 3? Do you care about it? Did you own it before? Are you buying on Switch for the first time? Are you buying the game for the first time on Switch? Just because it's on a Nintendo system, I don't know. I'm not getting it because I just don't care. I've seen gameplay. I don't care for it. Not my type of game. I don't like open world games either. So, anyways, peace out. More Minecraft videos coming soon. Later.